Welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of Trump Talk Starship Troopers. At the end of the last video, Rico had just been killed. Very sad. And we were left wondering who the new main character will be. Let's find out. We're back at the space station, and there's a lot of broken spaceships, probably built by Elon. Inside, Carmen finds out Rico is dead. It's a good thing she broke his heart while she had the chance. Next, we see someone floating in a tank, and it's Rico. He's still alive. What a twist. Today is a day of joy. A few days later, Rico, Dizzy, and Ace go to meet their new lieutenant. Ace gets punched in the face, which he deserves for having such a dumb face. The lieutenant turns out to be Rico's teacher, Mr. Radchek, and he has a metal arm now. He threatens to murder them if they don't do their jobs, which is only fair. They go to a planet called Tango Urethra, and some planes bomb the hell out of it before they land. It's fantastic to see. Probably set the bugs back a couple of years. Rico and Dizzy get sent off with some guy named Watkins and another guy who's not important enough to have a name. They kill a bug, and the Watkins guy seems kind of unstable. They see some more bugs and blow them up with a mini nuke launcher. We should look into making those. We could use them on protesters. They go back to everyone else, and they're fighting more bugs that are dying in a big pile. Very convenient for cleanup afterwards. An even bigger giant bug. I don't think anyone has seen a bug this big shows up and shoots fire and melts a lady's arm. She seems very upset about it. Rico blows up the giant bug and he's smug about it after. But that's okay, he's earned it. Rico gets promoted cause he's good at killing things, and he promotes Dizzy. He offers it to Ace first, though, which seems a little misogynistic. Do better, Rico. Afterwards, they have a party in the desert. Ace plays the violin, which means he's finally useful for something, and Rico and Dizzy go to attend to do the deed. Radchek interrupts, but he gives them 20 minutes to finish, which is very nice of him. But what will they do with the other 19 minutes and 45 seconds? The next day, they're walking through the desert when one of their guys gets stabbed and carried off by a flying bug. The guy won't stop screaming, so Radchek shoots him to shut him up. Afterwards, they arrive at a base, and there's dead bodies everywhere, which is a great corn song, but very unhygienic. They find a general that keeps whining and a guy with his brains sucked out. It's disgusting. If I was there, I would have thrown up in the hole. Outside, the general whines some more, so Radchek slaps him. When JD whines too much, I kick him in both of his shins. He rolls around on the floor like a turtle that can't get up. A bug army attacks, and everybody starts shooting. There's heroic music, but I don't think it helps. A little ship comes down to rescue them, and Xander gets out and tries to look like a hero, but we know he's a creep, so it doesn't work. Before they can get on board, Radchek gets his legs bitten off. Very unfair. This makes him too diverse to do his job, so Rico shoots him. A giant bug pops up and Dizzy blows it up, but she celebrates too early and gets stabbed for being smug. On board, Dizzy dies. Very sad. I was hoping those two kids would go the distance. Carmen is the pilot, but Rico doesn't seem to care. I don't think anyone does. Rico wants to bomb the planet, which is a fair reaction, but the military has other plans. On a big ship, they have a funeral for Dizzy, which is very unfair. They didn't have a funeral for anyone else. Doogie Hauser shows up, and he looks like a heroin addict, and he's a douche about sending lots of people to their deaths. He is wearing a spiffy outfit, though. He wants Rico and his troops to go to Planet B and capture a really smart bug. I don't think there is such a thing. I think it's a hoax by the bugs. He also promotes Rico, which shows it's easy to get promoted as long as the right people get killed. Down on the planet, Rico meets his new troops. They look young, which is a great idea. Get them while they're young and they won't question orders. In space, the bugs are shooting fart lasers, and Carmen's ship gets hit by one. Her, Xander, and the captain try to escape, and the captain gets squished by a door. Who cares? She was barely a character anyway. Carmen and Xander escape in a tiny little baby ship. They crash on the planet inside a cave and get stabbed by bugs. Rico hears it on the radio and thinks they're dead. Poor guy can't catch a break. Rico and his troops start exploring the cave when he decides Carmen is still alive. He takes Ace and Watkins to go rescue her. Back with Carmen and Xander, we see the smart bug is very fat and gooey. It should get more exercise like me. I walk very slowly for 10 minutes every day. The smart bug sticks a mouth spike into Xander's head and sucks out his brain. Very gross, but it's making a slurping noise that makes me want a milkshake. I'm glad he's dead, the creepy, smug douche. Next is Carmen's turn to be brutally murdered, but she cuts off the bug's mouth spike. Lucky for her, Rico turns up with a mini nuke, and the bugs know what it is and back off. They're very intelligent for insects, I've always said so. The smart bug leaves and the rest attack. Watkins gets injured and stays behind to blow up the bugs. He kills a lot of them before he explodes. He's pretty good for a diversity hire. Rico, Carmen, and Ace escape, and outside everyone is celebrating because they caught the smart bug. Doogie Howser is there, and he mind melds with the smart bug and finds out it's afraid. Don't need psychic powers to figure that out. We find out Rico's old drill sergeant caught the bug by himself. What a guy. The movie ends with another recruitment ad. It makes me very excited for the sequels. I'm sure they're just as good as this one. I like this movie. Rico really grew on me, but there was a bit too much diversity. I also enjoyed the unquestioning obedience to the government. I give this movie 4 out of 5 puckered mouth and uses. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe, and maybe even share it with your friends or someone you want to annoy.